Yo, what's up guys, it's Trickies, and today I'm going to be talking about a trend that I've been talking about for the past 3 to 4 years now, but for some reason it keeps evolving in different ways, so I have to keep coming back to it. And this trend is zombies YouTubers who don't know anything about high rounds or records in zombies making YouTube videos about world records. And for some reason, it's every single YouTuber, they all feel the need to make these type of videos. For some reason, ever since Johnny J started making those world record videos, a bunch of other YouTubers just spawned in and felt like they needed to copy what he did. So we gotta all take a moment to thank Johnny J for starting one of the worst trends ever made in zombies.
This isn't really an amazing place to camp.
Oh my god, fucking stupid.
Today I decided that I was going to continue this video series. So today we're going to be looking at zombies YouTubers who rode the wave of this trend. I actually made a parody of these type of videos a while ago, but it's been a long time since I've actually talked about it. But recently I just so happened to find one of the worst videos that I've seen of this type, and this one was made by TT Zach, and you guys will see why soon, so let's get right into the video.
Round 8,276 is the highest round ever achieved on World at War Nocturne Toten. The record holder's name is Baron Nikolai.
Alright, so I know we're only like 5 seconds into the video, but seriously, who names themselves this? Baron Nikolai? This is the epitome of having absolutely no personality when you're so lacking in creativity that you name yourself after one of the characters that you're playing in the game. I just don't know why anybody would choose to make their online persona so bland.
It won't stop us from realizing how impressive this world record actually is. Because remember, World at War Nocturne Toten has no perks and no pack-a-punch. So basically, if he got hit twice, the game would have literally been over.
Shoot.
Whoa! A 3,000 round advantage. But the best part is, the game only ended because it glitched out. That's gotta be the worst feeling in the history of zombies.
Like, bro, I don't even know how to react to this. I don't know if you guys just heard what this dude said, but either way, I gotta play that back one more time.
The game only ended because it glitched out.
Like, bro, again, I don't even know what to say to that. This guy really just said it glitched out. He doesn't even know what reset is. Not only that, he doesn't even know what insta-kill rounds are either. And he's sitting here talking about how unbelievable this record is. The only thing unbelievable is the fact that you don't know what reset is by the year 2023.
And that's extremely impressive.
You can just tell that this guy has no clue what he's talking about. He's the type of dude to go in a zombie stream and ask someone who's playing Verrect or Pack-a-Punches. He's that one dude that goes in a high-round zombie stream for the first time and forgets that there's a pause button. So he thinks the timer at the top left means they've been playing that game for that long straight. So he starts asking how they're able to play so long without sleeping. We're not even 40 seconds in and already this video is horrible.
Something else extremely impressive is the round 50 speed run on Darice. The record holder is Krups, and he has a ton of world records for World at War Zombies. But this one is a whole 17 minutes faster than second place.
Okay, I genuinely don't know what's worse. The fact that this dude chose to talk about the World at War version of Darice instead of the far more impressive sub 1 hour that Oscar Otter got before this video was released on the better version of the map. Or the fact that he thinks that Krups was 17 minutes faster than the second fastest speedrun on this map based on ZWR.
But overall, just an insane round 50 because sometimes it takes me an hour to get to round 15, let alone 50.
So basically what he's saying is Krups' world record is very impressive, not because it's actually impressive in comparison to other world records, but because he's actually just horrible at the game.
Another record that will probably never be beat is a flawless round 201 on 5. The record holder is Kryptonix.
Like, dude, there is no way this guy's including a flawless record. Like, what the fuck? And then he needed to add that garbage sound effect to make it seem more mind-blowing than it actually is. When you're making a video about the most impressive records in zombies and you're including flawless records in there, absolutely nobody's gonna take you seriously. This is because nobody cares about flawless records and nobody even cares to post them. There is a really high chance that this isn't even the highest round that someone's got flawless on this map. The most ironic part about this part of the video is that he's actually right in the fact that it'll never be beat. And that's because people remove QR on this map now. You pretty much have to if you want to beat the record at this point. And the other reason it won't ever be beat is because nobody cares about flawless records.
And the strategy that he used was to train up all the zombies in the spawn area and lead them into the hallway. As you can see, he kind of backs up and lets the zombies turn the corner, and then he leads them through this trap. And then he repeats the train all over again.
Like, dude, there's just so much wrong with this video. He talks about the strategy for like 5 seconds, And he just goes over one side of the strategy. He doesn't even show both traps. Like, dude, you don't have to try to break down the strategy. All you have to say is that he uses the traps to kill the zombies. I genuinely don't understand why zombies YouTubers always feel like they have to provide some type of insights into the strategies, because more often than not, they just make themselves look like idiots. Like when Johnny J just got the entire strat wrong for Verrucht.
Strategy. He is then going to kill the zombies as if he was doing that other strategy in World at War. And sometimes he will also bore out the window right there. But you'll see in that case, he was able to complete the round.
But anyways, let's continue, because surely this video can't get any worse from here, right? So let's see what absolutely insane world record comes next, guys.
Something else very tough to do is to get to around 1595 on Shinonuma with no perks. This one,
dude, there is no way he just included a World at War record again. Not only that, but it's fucking no perks. Like, who the fuck plays World at War no perks? Just because it's a big flashy number on the screen doesn't mean it's fucking impressive, dude. Like, why does this guy include Shino again? Just think about how many impressive world records there are in zombies, in BO1, in BO2, and in BO3. Why the fuck does he keep talking about World at War, like the least played game? People joke about how Krups is the only World at War player for a reason. It's because it's true. Over the past 4 years, there are a total of like 3 World at War players that actually play the game consistently. And Krups is the only player who's actually good at the game. So I genuinely don't understand why he's going to some obscure category like no perks in World at War. Like, I get it. If he just really wanted to include a no perks record that bad, he could have talked about like BO1 Ascension, for example. Not only do you have to play entirely without monkey rounds the whole game, the guy managed to get to insta-kill rounds on no perks. Like, that's insane.
record is pretty safe. One record that is definitely safe is Awkwardly Sneaky's record of round 105 on 5 without Jug. The strategy that he used was the same high round strategy as the other 5 world record, where you mainly use the traps, but
just because they're both running around the top floor doesn't mean it's the same strategy. Like, man, this guy is just so stupidly clueless. He has no idea what he's talking about. It's actually just getting on my nerves at this point. For anyone who doesn't understand what I'm talking about, it is literally impossible for him to play the same strategy that Kryptonix played in his game, because you have to jump through the trap. And this guy doesn't have Jug, so you literally can't jump through the trap.
But Sneaky had 2 of the most insane clutches that I've ever seen in zombies. This one he does like a 360 to get away from the zombies, and then this one I just have no explanation for. He definitely just should have died. Yeah, like there's no way he should have got through that.
So basically, this guy's never watched a first room in his life. Not only that, but it's obvious that he hasn't watched anybody play 5 before either. That second clip is pretty much just your average round on 5. All he did was shoot the bow twice and run through the doorway. I'm not saying that those weren't impressive or anything, but man, the way this guy talks about these clips, he says it as if he's talking about Michael Jordan in Game 6 of the NBA Finals.
This record will never be beaten because the next closest round on the list got to round 48. Awkwardly Sneaky doubled the next closest game.
Honestly, I'm just so done with this video already, and I'm barely even halfway through it. Also, this guy relies way too heavily on ZWR for his information. This isn't really something that's his fault. If you look at any speedrun category, you'll see a lot of big gaps like the one from Krups' Darius 50, but that doesn't necessarily mean that Krups is just that much better than everyone else at the game. It just means that past games are taken off because of deleted footage, or people never uploaded them to begin with, because people only upload records if they're number 1 for the most part. Unless you're one of those weirdos that uploads like around 17 games. So yeah, I can't really blame him for not knowing this. It just kind of shows how bad of a site ZWR is to begin with. So yeah, the moral of the story is do not trust ZWR for your information, because it is a terrible website. But anyways, I'm done with this video, man. It's just too much, and honestly, it's not even that interesting from this point on, because he just talks about Easter egg speedruns, and we all know how unimpressive those are. But no, seriously, he actually brings up No Man's Land, which I thought was pretty cool. But all he really talks about for the speedruns are pretty much how lucky you have to get to beat them. And he never talks about the actual skill involved in minimizing RNG as well. So it kind of just makes Easter egg speedruns seem like it's all luck and no skill. So yeah, in conclusion, this video is completely terrible. But for some reason, especially in mainstream zombies YouTube nowadays, so many people love to talk about zombies world records, because it's really all that keeps their channels alive at this point, especially people like Lex and Noah J. And even though they've been reacting to this content for years, they still have absolutely no clue what they're talking about. And for some reason, no matter how many videos I make on these absolute morons, they just keep coming back, and they keep coming back in new ways, in different ways, and even stronger. It just feels like I'm in a game of zombies right now, and I'm just stuck in this infinite game of zombies that just doesn't end. And the zombies are every single zombies YouTuber out there. No matter how many times I hit the trap and kill them, they just keep spawning in, and they keep coming back in waves. And honestly, at this point, it just feels like it's never gonna end.
The zombies are just going to keep coming and coming and coming, and while you can easily knock them down, you'll also very easily and quickly run out of ammo. You always want get out of jail free card.
But overall, even though this guy's video was terrible, I really don't have a problem with him as a person. This is the only world record style video that he made, and even though he got pretty much everything wrong in this video, and even though I also thought his choice of world records was absolutely abysmal, this video didn't really come across as obnoxious to me the way that people like Lex do when it comes to the way that they talk about high rounds and stuff like that. It kind of just seemed like this guy was making this video for fun, and I don't really have a problem with that. But he just gets so much wrong in this video that I felt like I had to talk about it. And I just still think it's so funny that this guy didn't even know what reset was somehow. But yeah, there's a million other things that I could talk about and go more in depth on what he did wrong and things like that. But honestly, this video has gone on long enough. And I felt like I got my point across. So yeah, I don't think I need to say anything more about this video. Overall, I really hope this epidemic ends soon. And this is 100% a topic I'll be revisiting again in the future, because I really have a lot more to say about it than this. But I didn't want to make this video like 20 minutes long. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
The catwalk